Party people in the place to be. Happy New Year, folks. Live from 58 Dream Street. We're James in the Games. All right, first stream of the new year, 2021, in the rear view at this point. Not a great year for the world, although I think notably superior to 2020, so great. It's an upward trajectory from a low base, right? But pretty, not such a bad year. My own life. And the year that I started doing this, which is fun. So here's to an even better year, and hopefully a year where, just the world has a good run. Maybe we get lucky and Omicron is what optimistic projections say it could be, and it just gets us out of this mess. But put that energy into the world. I don't know. All right, speaking of energy, probably not going to be able to manifest a ton today. Hectic holiday season. Happy holiday season, but a hectic one. Let's get into it, though. Let's fire up Star Control 2. Okay. Now I got to fix all my windows. Here we are. Here we are. And we're going to try experimenting. I've learned how. Turns out to be very, very easy to set the cycles and change the CPU speed in DOSBox. I thought I was going to need to do some kind of, what am I trying to say here? Come on, caffeine. Thought I was going to have to do some kind of thing like, write some launch commands so that every time I launch the DOSBox, it has different parameters set. No, it turns out there's just a keyboard shortcut while you're in it, and you can adjust the cycle speeds up and down. So we're going to try that. We're going to see how it goes. Picking up with Getting Rich. As I recall, we wrapped up last week on Boxing Day by scoring a lot of resource units. But let's, can I confirm that from here? Yes, I can. 8,000 resource units to spare after we crewed up the ship and fueled up. So now, gotta decide exactly what I want to do. We need some allies. And we especially need allies who will full on join up with the Earthlings such that we can build new ships that aren't Earth cruisers at the starbase here. British, hail! Happy New Year, my friend. It's brand new year, 2022. First day of it. I was thinking I was gonna try to start Ultima 6 this weekend alongside this, and now I'm thinking that's not going to happen. But some more Star Control 2 for now, and Ultima 6 very soon. I gotta figure out what I want to do here. So, I think I want to try and find these Zoq-Fot-Pik, the trio aliens who operate as a single, entity in the game, but are actually three alien races in Simpatico. The information I have on them is that they're at 400, their coordinates, so it's probably easier to do with the keyboard. 400? Yeah, 401.1, close enough. And 543.7. So they're far to the north of space. And they are, looks like Alpha Tucanae is going to be their star system. And they are not deep in Ur-Quan space, but they are in the Ur-Quan sphere of influence. So this might be a little tricky. I think what we're going to try to do, we certainly have the fuel to get there now. Now that I cracked the secret code of pressing down on that ship component menu until it scrolls, and you can see that you could always buy more fuel compartments. So I think we don't want to start with a run through Spathy space, although that might be another thing to do if it turns out to be too difficult to make it in. So we're going to go to the Betelgeuse star. Don't say that 3 times. And we'll use that as a waypoint. We'll search that system. And then we're going to try to fly up and meet the Zoq-Fot-Pik. So here we go. Chart a course. Ensign. Make it so. I don't think any audio is coming through, so I'll turn it up a bit. See if I can get the mix any better. How's your holiday season been, British? Pardon me. Okay. I think 3,000 cycles. It's a bit too slow. So now we're up to 4,000, which is lower than what it was set to by default. Ooh! What kind of painting do you do? I think the real key to finding fine-tuning the CPU cycles is going to be in combat, which is the only place where the speed has been an issue at all for me. I'll tell you though, this one weird trick of pressing Control and then F11 or F12 to move the slider on the CPU speed, very impactful already in my wizardry game that I'm playing a little on the side, because now at the end of a fight, I find out how much experience I got. Instead of that message going by so fast that I didn't even think I thought the game just kept experience values secret. Did it all in the back end. No, it tells you at the end of every fight exactly how much experience every character earned. Wow, this is a long journey to the Betelgeuse star system. Should I toggle it up again? Okay, now it's 5,000 cycles. And now I think we're probably back to being... I think this might be the sweet spot. Again though, I really gotta get into some fights to know for sure. Here we are in the Betelgeuse star system. Very exciting. Ooh, the ship feels a little bit better to maneuver at this CPU speed. We'll see what happens. Ooh, whatever this planet is, it's pretty. It's a radioactive world. And sure enough, it's covered in radioactives. I mean, what would you expect? And it's also very low risk. The biggest challenge is going to be literally physically finding them through the act of seeing. Oh, but in the window, they're much easier. Ooh, I like the feel of the lander better down here at 4,000 cycles. This is this augurs well. Maybe I'll finally start getting good at the combat. I mean, I've at least gone from bad to, that wasn't as bad. But it'd be great to bring it up another step. Okay, wrap around. I believe that's the last of it. Loaded. Filled up our double capacity planetary lander. And we got out of there. Not too bad. How do we make out? 128 units. Converting at 8 resource units per unit. That's not quite 1,000 resource units, but pretty close. Not bad considering that's just... Garlic-Siar! Greetings! Space Avatar. I like that. Maybe that's... Captain James should start just insisting that the Starbase Commander, please address me as both the Captain and the Avatar. Garlic SCR. This game for me. Oh, Koodles. Welcome, Koodles. I can respond to you first. Koodles, this game walks a tonal. It's a tonal balancing act where the story is very dark and serious. But the dialogue and presentation is not afraid to be silly. So yeah, so the ship picks up resources with an audible slurping noise. And Garlic, I was just going to say that this game, I first learned about Star Control 2 in the late 90s. The internet came along. Love these treasure planets. This planet 3 of the Betelgeuse system has good moons so far. And I thought it sounded so cool. I read about it, but I had no real... I never saw it anywhere. I had no idea for how to access it. I didn't have a job. Didn't have any money. My parents weren't gonna loan me money so I could try to hunt down a cool sounding game. So it just stuck in the back of my head for decades. And then last year, when I finally bought a good PC, good laptop here, I decided I'll use all this extra processing power just to play really old computer games that I always wanted to, instead of anything that I actually would need this computer to run. And that's mostly been Ultima, and it will be again soon. So I'm gonna fire up Ultima 6. I was gonna do it tomorrow. Now my schedule tomorrow is looking tight. Not sure I can stream anything, so it might be next weekend. But gonna have a primordial world. The tectonics are off the charts here. We're not sending anybody down to get some base metals and some common elements at great risk to their lives and our equipment. Nobody wins there. Koodles, how was your New Year's? If you're still there. Acid World. How was your evening last night, Koodles? I am inclined to guess that it probably wasn't a New Year's in the sort that you might have enjoyed as a younger man without a family. My question was just, how was your New Year's? How'd your day? How was your evening last night? What'd you get up to? Did you have a good time? Hey, we found a slave planet. Ho ho! Tension on... Oh! We have found the Syreen. Starbase Commander Jelana of the slave planet Gaia. I don't know, dear. What does your monitor display say? I am a human. Captain James, they call me. Some call me the Avatar. Ooh, I know what they were going for with this joke, but there's nothing unethical about wearing a sexy costume. That's sexist. Yeah, no, Koodles. I think Garlic asked a compelling question. Was it crazy? Was it okay? Is it just money? Like, I know I worked I didn't work a lot of New Year's when I was in the hospital as a custodian or housekeeper many years ago. But around the holidays, I always liked it because, like, the one day I was ever forced to work Christmas, I wasn't happy to be working Christmas, but you did get paid double, and like there was nobody there. Like any patient who can get a day pass and has a family around is gone, and so it's just like, well, I'm making twice as much money as I normally do to do literally 0% of the work. All right, so we're gonna avoid all the sexist responses here. We're just gonna be honest. We're gonna be respectful. Hello. Oh? Oh. Staff, I assume staffing shortages? Oh. Okay. I think honesty is the best policy here. Instead of trying to sound all heroic, let's be honest. Hey, what is this garbage? Get out of here. Nope. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, Koodles. I mean, I suppose we just got to keep on knocking on wood with this Omicron thing, right? Because at least proportionally, it seems to be it's less likely to cause serious illness, but then at the same time, it's way more infectious. So I worry about a place like here, Nova Scotia, specifically. We dodged the worst of the pandemic, and we have very good vaccine uptake, but then it's like Omicron barely seems. Well, it cares a little, but it cares a lot less about the vaccines than we'd like it to. Boy, I can't wait to get my booster shot. Okay, we need your help. Obnoxious, come on. Obnoxious? Really? Hey, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Okay. Well, now we just gotta start diplomacy. Good old Habitat 31. Oh no, it's about to get tragic, isn't it? Yeah, that's what happened to the humans. Interesting that the Ur-Quan provide this service. Yeah, Garlic, I'm not sure if you remember, but every alien race has its own wacky font. This one is, it's not great. Okay, so what happened to you here at the end of the war? Thank you for sharing your perspective, Koodles. I'm reading as much as I can out of the corner of my eye while trying to keep up with the dialogue. Not even super luminal. Jeez. Okay. Keep drawing out some information here, I think, before I put the pressure on. Come on, fight for your freedom. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, I get your meaning, lady. Commander. Jumbo Wampa! Happy New Year, buddy! Nine hours. My goodness. I think she misunderstood the question. I said, could you tell me more about your people? And she thought I said, could you tell me literally everything? Okay. Deep breath. Koodles, you asked me how my New Year's and holidays were. I'll just talk about New Year's. I did a murder mystery last night with some friends. Yeah, what was Syra like, dear? Yeah, we did a murder mystery. I played Mike Bison, the American boxer. Turned out to be the killer. Yeah, how do you feel about the mic on? Oh, we love concrete and plastic on Earth. It's source of a lot of our problems. Ooh. It was a revealed thing. I've done 2 murder mysteries in my entire life now. One in high school, where the killer found out at the very start, and we all found out because the killer, my high school girlfriend, 8 or 10 of us sitting around this table. A friend, very high maintenance friend, spent months planning this thing. She opens her little player booklet and he tells her she's the murderer, and she went, "Oh!" And then we just had to go through the motions. We all knew who the killer was. In this one, I found out just before the final. There were 3 rounds. It was intro, round 1, round 2, round 3. And in each round, there's like, you watch a little video that recaps everything you're supposed to know to make up for if anybody is, not good at getting all their information out. And then there's a pre-written dialogue. You have to do the pre-written dialogue. And then, what happened to Syra? I imagine it's difficult. After the dialogue, there are a couple of clues that get revealed at certain points. Like everybody's got one item that they bring out and read. And then you just do freeform improvised dialogue. And it was a lot of fun. We did no preparation. Huh. That is odd. This doesn't sound, my friend, dear commander, like a meteor at all. This sounds like a weapon. Yeah, so garlic, yeah, I was Mike Bison. So, of course, I insisted they all call me M. Bison. I'm not sure. If they came up with the pun name independently, or if someone was a Street Fighter fan. Take care, Koodles. No, you got a lot on your plate, and you should probably get some sleep too. If you can. My goodness. The end of Syra does not sound like it was fun for anyone involved. Okay. Now we put the pressure on. Okay. What if we can figure out a low risk way? Okay. Okay. Goodbye, Commander Talana. I will be back. This is one of those things where it's like, I do wish that sometimes you're just like, why can't I say what I would say? Because what I would say was, I'm starting to get the feeling the Ur-Quan aren't our biggest problem. And if the Slilandro come across you, their probes aren't going to care about anything. They're going to break your command station down here into its constituent parts, and they're going to break down the planet. And that's going to be it for you. You don't want that. But, okay. Let's save over the beginnings. Oops. Save over the beginnings file, because I'm well past the beginnings. Not going back. Oops. Meant to also change its name. Oh well. No. I need to give it a new name that I'm likely to remember. To the Zoq-Fot-Pik. There. That captures what I'm trying to do at this time. If anything goes wrong here, we can recover. Okay. I'll wait till we're in hyperspace to record the details in my ship's log, my captain's log. But now, 543.7, 400, Alpha Tucane, chart a course, ensign, make it so. Here we go. Alright, meanwhile, the Betelgeuse star system turned out to be significant. Betelgeuse, all planets, Syreen on planet 1, Gaia. Useful information indeed. And now here we go. Not that it matters much. I'll keep my eyes on. Hey, there's a ship. Whatever that ship is trying to follow us, it is not Slilandro, because the Slilandro are faster than us and always catch us. Now there's 3 ships chasing us. Oh dear. And I'm going to guess that one coming from the right side. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I'm guessing there's a lot of Ur-Quan dreadnoughts here. But maybe some of these are the Zoq-Fot-Pik. Sending out a sending out greeting parties. I'd love to think that that's the case. But we might just make it. Yeah, I've defeated one Ur-Quan destroyer, or Ur-Quan dreadnought in combat, but it was not easy. And where I'm at right now, my starbase can only build the Earthling cruisers. So if I lose Fwifo is my red line. I will always save scum to bring Fwifo back. But if I lose any of those Pekunk, like I've lost one of the Pekunk, it's just gone. I don't have the capacity to build more Pekunk ships. And for that matter, if I don't figure out some kind of scheme with the Yehat to kind of get them back on the good guy team, the Pekunk are eventually going to go get themselves killed, which I'm a little stressed out about. Okay, lots of ships. We just hope earnestly that I got the coordinates right, and these are the Zoq-Fot-Pik. It's a trio of aliens. I don't know. It's something new. It looks like a treasure world too. But I guess if it's their treasure world, I should leave it to them. No. Problematic. Okay. So this is a different Ur-Quan than the ones I've been used to seeing. So let's see what we can get out of them. What? This is... Okay. I mean, it's not surprising to find out that there's some kind of, more understandable motivation for the Ur-Quan, but at the same time, I'm sorry for your past traumas, but killing and enslaving everybody is not actually a justified response. But this is fascinating. Okay. So the Korh-Ah are actually like a distinct subrace of Ur-Quan. And presumably, I missed what they called the other kind. But presumably that was what I met. The standard Ur-Quan that I've been used to. Fascinating. Yeah, Garlic, certainly, like, they didn't try to make the Ur-Quan like aesthetically appealing or sympathetic in their presentation in any way. That's definitely true, even if they have this more compelling backstory than we were expecting. My guess is when I get to the end of this, and we got to go through all this because this is interesting. But my guess is that at the end, when I'm like, all right, thanks for the info, it's going to turn out, no, we gave you all the info, but also we're going to kill you. But, yeah. Ur-Quan. It's a really cool design. They're friggin' hideous. Yikes. The Nyari would not permit this. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's... I mean, I'm sorry, this still doesn't justify, like, planet universal genocide, but... Happy New Year, Mammoth Egg. My ego. Mammoth ego. My cousin. We are getting serious exposition here. Decent sized eggs, mammoth ego. Absolutely. I'll be here for a while. Okay. This is the green Ur-Quan, effete scientists and bureaucrats. And the black Ur-Quan, the effectuators, the builders, the fighters, the doers. Korh-Ah are the black, the Kzer-Za are the green. You grow tired of talking. Okay. Are you going to answer my question? Yep. Aha. This is actually, without the specifics of it being the Ur-Quan origin story, literally the only plot detail I remembered from reading about this game in the 90s was that there was an alien race that escaped psychic slavery with the excruciator devices that would put them in constant pain so that their minds couldn't be controlled. I assumed I was going to meet some alien race who escaped the Ur-Quan like that. Alright, well, yeah, that all sounds very rough, and good luck with all that. I hope you get some therapy. Hello, Furchia! Happy New Year! Okay. Wasn't expecting more exposition with the goodbye one. Oh, Furchia, I'll update you on that very soon. Once there's not scrolling dialogue that I'm paying attention to. Because I've got my search log right here. I really do. Well. Oh, Furchia. That seems very plausible to me. Because the Melnorm themselves are kind of one-eyed looking. Alright. I don't know. I learned how to adjust the CPU speed. And having turned it down, I'm hoping that the battles would be a little bit more something I can do. I'm not very good at them yet. Let's find out. Oh, dear. All right. The Korh-Ah are very dangerous. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised by that. Okay. Well, what am I going to do? See if Fwifo has better luck. So far, not exactly. I mean, actually, quite clearly much better. Oh, man. Ah, hit the planet. Yeah. Oh, bless your heart, Fwifo. I'm sorry that I put you in this situation that you surely do not want to be in. Fortunately for Fwifo, he gets instantly resurrected via the magic of loading a save because I love him and I can't let him go. Yeah. Okay. Oof. It's painful to watch him die, but okay, now this is just practice. Fwifo dies a million deaths, but he never actually truly dies. Okay. What I can confirm is that the battles are much more manageable with what am I trying to say here? With oh my goodness, it's not coming to me. Much more manageable with CPU speed at a more reasonable pace. Not that seems to make the Pakunk that much easier to maneuver. They're extremely fast. They turn quite effectively too. I do not think the Pakunk are the key to fighting the Black Ur-Quan. The Korh-Ah. No resurrection for Polly. Okay, let's just get this over with. Although, turning the CPU speed down does return the precursor ship to being very frustrating to try to navigate. Yeah, it was. It was better in the sense that I had the game overcharged. I was playing it overclocked. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to take this fleet down at my current level of both skill and fleet development. So let's just get it over with. We'll fire that save back up, and we'll see. I mean, I'll hold all this information in my head because it's fascinating. We'll see if I can actually get to Planet 1 and meet the Zoq-Fot-Pik. And we take a look at the star map. And if this turns out to be not viable, perhaps we will dive into Spathy space and see what we can do there. Who knows? But alright. First shot. For your benefit, here's the current state of my star map. We've got Vooks, Ords, Yehat, Spathy, Ur-Quan, Ilrath, and Pakunk space noted. For the early going up until last week, my range in space was highly limited by the fact that I didn't realize that the ship component purchase menu scrolled. Oh, and the Syreen, of course, yes. I literally just met the Syreen. I'm at the Betelgeuse star system. And yeah, so I've done a fair bit of exploring in the immediate, like everything here that's not in somebody else's thing. I've explored. I explored a bit up here. Didn't find much yet. I suspect that like the bigger stars might often have more going on. But okay. All right. Attempt number 2. Eventually, sure. I can't remember where I'm at with the Ords in terms of what our last interaction was. Oh! They have the malfunctioning translators, right? So I can't understand their dialogue, but it did turn out that they did want to fight me. I'm not sure if that was because of something I said or if it was preordained. Okay. Attempt number 2. Chart a course. Ensign. Make it so. And we're off. Enjoy my coffee for a moment. Not coffee. This is tea. Though I did enjoy a great cup of coffee earlier this morning. That was one thing I came to accept about myself in 2021. Perhaps I need to spend a bit more time in the nearby hostile spaces. Okay, this seems like it's probably Slilandra. Yep. Well, I always play out these futile conversations. I don't know why. I'm quite confident that none of them is ever going to produce a different result. Oh, you've got a new behavior. Oh, no. That's your... Jeez. I was hoping it was new behavior dictated. Must share our gold coins. Must share some exotic minerals with you. This is the first time, yes, Perch, I have been aware of the existence of this game and intrigued by it for quite literally like 20 years. And now, for the first time ever, I'm playing it. With no... I've not had any guidance from anything except occasional viewers saying, hey, maybe you should do this. Okay, there we go. It's a really good sign that my first Slilandro fight after... Thank you. I'll appreciate that. You know, don't feel like you can't, you know, share your thoughts with me. And if you land on a spoiler by mistake, whatever. We'll live. But yeah, as a broad, I'm going in as blind as I can, just to find out what I can do. I mostly played Ultima as far as old computer games go. Played Ultima Underworld and then Ultima 4 and then Ultima 5. Only Ultima 5 on Twitch last year, and boy, I had a great time. That's, you know what, Perch, as an obviously experienced Star Control player, I think when you see me the next time I make my way back to the starbase and I fire it up, and I already, like, right now I've got like 8,000 or 9,000 resource units. I could easily upgrade my ship, and I should. I thought I was turning much better than I actually am because of the CPU cycle issue. Okay, if we go right to planet 1, it just seems like if this system is crawling with the black Ur-Quan, are the Zoq-Fot-Pik just really good at hiding? But okay, we will upgrade when I go back. I gotta pop up the manual and find out what some of the other things do. Or I suppose that's actually something that somebody could probably just tell me. Auric World. I love gold. Alright. That's a really tired reference, but I'm going to make it every time I find an Auric World. Okay. Anyone living down there? No. No secret bases? Yeah. It's risky, but there's so much gold. We're going to try it. I'm going to have my finger on the flee button. Actually, oh, went right into an earthquake. But I actually don't know. Sorry, folks. Sorry to the 3 casualties so far, but we need that gold, baby. Okay. Full load of gold. And we only lost 3 people. I think we can do one more. I think we do one more run. Again, really the kind of thing that you should figure out at the very start when you start emulating anything. Just figure out the best optimal emulator settings for your system. But I gotta think that they'll understand if we show them the enormous pile of gold. Just make me believe my son died for nothing, and I point at my earrings, my solid gold earrings, my solid gold tiara, my captain's tiara. Oh, it was not for nothing. They get a 21 carat 21 gun salute for their service. Yeah, so piloting that planetary lander, or navigating it, much, much easier. Now, here we go. This looks like the kind of... Before, when I was approaching the system, we met the Black Ur-Quan, I was like, I really don't... Even when I was just looking at the ship graphic, I was like, don't think that this particular ship is going to turn out to be a friendly kind of ship. These ships, especially with their little tripod gimmick, very much seem like they could be the cuddly ships of a friendly consortium of 3 alien races. Let's find out. Zoq-Fot-Pik. Okay. Good cop, bad cop. I like the middle guy. Song after song in this game. It's just a stone cold banger. I'm not. I promise. Okay. We're not going to choose the obviously incorrect response. Let's just start off easy. This. I mean, my follow-up question here would be like, do we agree on who the middle guy is? Like, is he definitely the pick? What if he's really the Fot? Anyway, yeah. We're from the United Federation of Worlds. This is the flagship, the precursor starship Returner. What's up? What's on your mind? Oh, yeah. Just like that. Ha! Chumawapa, that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, the Free Stars folks, that alliance kind of lost the war, but okay. We're hoping to get the band back together. 4. The Zoq, yeah. The Fot, let me guess, the Pik. And the Zabranki. Okay. Gotta say, big thumbs up to the font choice here. Very readable. Maybe less personality than a lot of the font choices. And the pick. Ugh. Nice. Oh, hey, Chumbawamba. As soon as I get a few minutes free to learn how to link my free Amazon Prime trial account to my Twitch account, I got a sub coming your way, buddy. I got to do a last minute Christmas shopping panic, and they offered me the free trial. I was like, I'm gonna forget to cancel this, but I got to take it because I need these gifts to arrive, and they didn't. But they arrived shortly after Christmas. But now I got it, so I got a free Twitch sub. One of my favorite affiliates, Chumbawamba. What are you seeking? Oh, you're not? Oh, well, in that case, maybe I won't have a sub. I'm not sure exactly how long. I've been known to take literally months to remember to cancel a Prime account. How'd your not almost 10-hour New Year's stream do engagement wise? A lot of people on Twitch on New Year's Eve. I mean, I don't see why not. There's ample reason to not be doing anything more exciting, even if you're not like me, growing old. I did a murder mystery with some friends on New Year's, but we wrapped up and went home at 11. Then Danielle and I stayed up till midnight to say, "Hey, Happy New Year, good night." Yeah, okay, so what's your nightmare, folks? Oh, you don't say. Oh. Path of Exile. I know I've heard of that. Oh. No, we're not going to say something that insensitive. Goodness gracious. No. We do want to help, but I think we want to try to get to the bottom of who is attacking them. You know, we're going to not pretend, or we're going to pretend that we don't strongly suspect it's the black Ur-Quan that we met before we had to load a save. Who's attacking you? Oh yeah. What are the others? Oh yes. You don't say. Oh. Cool. Do they shoot like saw blades? Chumbawamba, my affiliate status is constantly, like, obviously with followers, I'm creeping towards it. But my average viewers keeps jumping back and forth as the 30-day window shifts. I'm bouncing between 4 and 2. So I do not get the odd stream with 14 viewers, except when you raid with your 14 viewers. But I usually keep a decent little number, and then then suddenly I don't. So yeah, sounds like obviously what's the big thing that's happening to them right now is not even that they're being hunted by the Ur-Quan. They're stuck in an Ur-Quan civil war. May I ask, Chumbawamba, how do you get the decimal point feedback for a specific stream? I always get a rounded off number for a particular stream analytic, and I only get the decimal for the overall stat. Oh! Maybe I gotta turn that on. I could certainly just use more clutter My Gmail inbox. Yes! I find they're really cruel, at least when they give you the whole number averages. They're very cruel with the rounding down. Like you could have like 3.9 and it tells you at 3, or 2.9 it tells you at 2. Alright, well, either way, buddy, I think 2022 is going to be our year. We'll both become affiliates. Okay. They, oh, geez. Of course, I spaced out on the very last bit of dialogue there. Let me just zip back in for a moment. Presents? No presents, but... No. But if I find something for you later. Okay. By Zoq-Fot-Pik. Well, we've got allies and apparently, I believe, the capacity to build their ships. Diversify the fleet. So now, of course, we gotta... Yeah, it's very strange, British. And... yeah. But... I think I'm also curious about whether when you make the affiliate status, is it the kind of thing that they also take away? Because right now where I'm bouncing, as the window shifts and it goes like 3.3, 2.9, 3.4, 2.9, 3.9, 2.2. Actually, it's not been down that low in a little bit, but great. Okay. That's very good to know. In Wizardry, the very, very, very old RPG that I've just been playing by myself, 1981, it is very... It's a cruel game in many ways, but it did turn out in one way that if you get the stat requirements for one of the special classes and you switch to it, and then when you level up in Wizardry 1, every one of your stats rolls to go up, stay the same, or go down. So sometimes like your fighter levels up and it's like you lost strength. So of course the very few times, the conquer on the move. Oh. Okay. Let's go home. Let's take what we got back. And let's... I don't know. I don't know what I can do to help the Pekunk. Maybe the reunion won't go as badly as I think, but I think it will. When I spoke to the Yehat, they were very clear that they are stuck being the battle thralls of the Ur-Quan. They don't like it, but that's what it is, and they begged me to leave. Okay. I got no plan for this. Okay, no, I do have a plan. We're going to try to fight this one out. It's probably not going to go well. If we have to load again, I will remember that there's this enormous fleet of Ur-Quan all closing on me. We'll take a different route home. My goodness. But for now, more flight practice is almost certainly a good thing. Ah! I mean, yeah. Fwifo is gonna be the guy for this. I gotta hook up. I gotta find a way to become friends with the Spathi as a whole, so I can build their ships, so that I'm not stuck. Not stuck. Losing Fwifo all the time and having to load. I need some expendable Spathi eluders. That's not the way that's not my pitch to the Spathi. Yeah, it's a cool, real classic space shooter boss stuff. Real bullet hell kind of scenario. These regular shots are tricky in the way that they suddenly stop moving and become obstacles. Oh, Fwifo, I'm sorry. It is always sad when Fwifo dies. Because if there's one thing that Spathi in general, but then I feel like perhaps especially Fwifo really hate it, it's dying. They would really like just to... They prefer being safe and not dead to a very strong degree. They're willing to debase themselves to maintain aliveness. Okay. What can... Yeah, the rock, paper, scissors. Oh, I love that. That is a very helpful special power for the Bekunk to have because they're extremely annihilatable. Ah! No. Polly ran out of luck. How about Jay? Oh. Oops. One of her is there a is resurrection not just a passive thing, but something like the impression I've had is that it's sort of just like a random roll. The Bekunk are absolutely not the rock, paper, scissors to counter. All right, let's just get this over with. And hopefully find a way out of Ur-Quan space that doesn't involve us being trapped forever in Ur-Quan space. Yeah, I think it's just a roll. So Death 43 there decided, we're not winning this, so let's just get as much damage in as we can. You know, whatever else you want to say about these Ur-Quan, they have a strong, especially for a group of people who literally are forced by their own instincts to violently kill each other, like they were. What am I trying to say here? Like they were. What are those kind of cats? I can't believe I'm blanking on the type of cat. The bobcats. Bobcats, right? Like bobcats, as soon as they start to approach adulthood at all, like they hate their own parents and it becomes a whole big thing. Okay. We just need to get out of Ur-Quan space. So I think we're gonna try to fly around. So why don't we do some mining on the way home? See if we can get to Epsilon Normae. Fingers crossed. slow turning. Okay, I've actually got to manually pilot this thing, don't I? Which is what I'm doing now. There. Now we'll set the autopilot from here to Epsilon Norme, and I think we've escaped. I think we're going to do it. Will they give up the chase? Or am I leading a dread force of destruction across the galaxy on my route home? Am I leading them? I mean, they know where Earth is. They've already conquered Earth. It's problematic, of course, that... I mean, it's a good thing my ship is not an Earth ship, although we've got the Earthling cruisers. You know what? It's going to be okay. Been working on a job application over the holidays, which is always fun. The cover letter is actually not going to be the most painful part of it. That's when you know you're applying for an academic job. Because I got to write a statement of teaching interests. And I was like, I could probably just reuse the one from last time. But I was totally wrong about that. I went and looked at it, and it was very of the moment. So like, I got to update this a bit. But then it's like, they're not going to read it, right? Oh, got to add alpha tokene. Might have to correct the spelling on that. Only search planet 1. And black. Okay. And now, let's do some mining. And we're doing the first month of January online now, which is a whole thing. They're like, I got to admit, they're doing the right thing to hedge their bets. Oh, you love to see it. Treasure world. No problems here. It's not a particularly mineral rich treasure world, but it's not nothing. We got the fuel to make the landing. Now we just gotta pick up the stuff. Yeah, so I gotta finish my job application for my job that I actually currently have, and then I also gotta use it to apply for another similar job just to hedge my bets. But I'm pretty sure that it's all gonna work out with my own job. I'll just feel quite a fool if it doesn't, and I didn't at least try for the other position that I'm also equally qualified for. But I'm putting that off till, well, probably tomorrow morning. Like, I got some work done on it. I got my CV updated, which is good. The cover letter won't take long. And, like, again, probably none of it matters. There's a very high probability I'll be the only applicant anyway, because it's an internal posting. And I'm not in a position that there's a whole lot of people clamoring to get into. Unless there's something living down on this acid world. Nah. Alright. Thank you very much, Planet 8. It was fun to just come and see your sights. But we're going to keep on heading in. We got 2 more potential star worlds. Treasure worlds, I mean. Though they could... oh my goodness. There we go. They could easily turn out to be Urea worlds. Womp womp. But then there's some purpley, violet looking. Nah, just another boring acid world. Thank you, Planet 8. Take care. Are there 10 planets in this system, or did I just search the same planet twice? I think there's 10 planets. No, I did just search the same planet twice. Oh well. Here we go. This probably... oh, it's not an acid world. It's a cyanic world. But but it's likewise doesn't look very interesting. Nothing's living down there. I don't generally think you find inhabited planets this far out from the central star. I don't think you don't quite achieve the conditions necessary to sustain life when you're a frozen block of ice hurtling through the galaxy. Okay, here we go. It's an auric world. I love gold. Alright. Weather and tectonics are fine. Nobody's living down there. Whoops. Let's hit it. This is going to be another solid haul, in addition to the fact that we met the Syreen. We learned a little bit about where their home planet originally was. And my inkling is that, they said I got to give them a better reason. I wonder if I can find the star system. Nah, full up. If I can find the star system where their original planet was, I wonder if there's something there. Because, they did make a point of naming the system. Can I learn something that would make them think oh, geez, yeah. Something about our homeworld makes us want our lost homeworld of Syra. Makes us want to fight again, I hope. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, we have our first official alliance with the Zoq-Fot-Pik. And I'm feeling pretty good with that. The purple one's a gas giant, obviously. But what if this is a radioactive moon here? It's possible. No, but a metal world is also quite good. Alright, the it's not super rich down there, doesn't look like. Nothing's alive. No one's established a base. Tectonics and the weather, not great. So let's try to just make a clean sweep and see if we can just strip this place down. Without, of course, losing too many people. Alright. Yeah, that was successful. Okay. Green is never as promising, I don't think. Let me just look at my little key. Color hierarchy of planets. Green's smack dab in the middle. You know what? Red's actually... I don't know. I don't really understand the color hierarchy. Alkali world. A lot of... Let's get out... This place is basic. Let's get out of here. Ha! A little chemistry humor. Okay, making our way in. We're not going out to in. Another gas giant, but promising moons. We're going to go outwards with these moons. Okay. A lanthanide world. Well, I mean, lots of rare earths, but the tectonics are terrible, and we've got so much better than rare earth metals, or rare metals, or rare minerals, whatever they're specifically called. We do not need to lose people in the fiery and perpetual earthquakes of a lanthanide planet, or a lanthanide moon, as the case may be. Try the outside one. You never know. Opalescent. Ooh, pretty. Tectonics, not great. Not throwing anybody's life away. The game is kind enough that, when you go back, it doesn't make you have a conversation with the families of each crew member you lost. I don't know what kind of wacky music they could use for those particular conversations. The comedy dialogue choices would seem really inappropriate. Okay, yes, this fluorescent world is promising. Nothing lives down there. No bases or anything established. The noble gases aren't as important as what are hopefully radioactives and not corrosives. But heck, let's grab it all. Get some neon. Oh, okay, there we go. It's the end of that. So, you're killing me, Gunk. Alright, let's first we'll carefully elude spathy space there. We'll go right along the edge. We're going to make our way home, unload our full hull, upgrade this ship, and see if there's anything we can do to stop the Gunk from committing suicide by cousin. Man, with Ego, you're probably at work and not watching right now, but if you have it on in the background, I'll just say that our cousin relationship is much healthier than the Pekunk and the Yehat. Although, I'm sure the Yehat wouldn't relish destroying their cousins, but it's just very easy for me to imagine how they would be trying to say, no, we can't do this for the reasons we've discussed. We are battle thralls now. We must destroy. And the Pekunk will just be like, like the Pekunk are oblivious, good-natured, but very stupid. For all the weird combination of high intellectualism and just not being very smart with the Pekunk. They're endearing. Not as endearing as Whiffo, by any means. But they're also very frustrating. They definitely, if someone introduced you to the Pekunk and then said, someday these people are going to get themselves killed, you wouldn't find that surprising at all. Boo, 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 boo. I believe it's our old friends, the Slalandro. I don't think any other race has just run us down and caught us in hyperspace. Do you, though? Okay, let me try this once more because 682.9, 106.8. 682.9, 106.8. Landro, I'm just recording that information because that might actually be helpful to know. All right. Okay. Now, hope here. I should have crewed up Adama. So for a moment, I was going to go, oh, wow, it's like a pre-reference. But no, that's not the case because Battlestar Galactica is a remake, and the Adama name had been long established. All right, Captain Solo. Oh, no. Okay. For a very bad start, it can't go worse for an Earth cruiser than for the Slalandro attack ship to be right near it. Whew. Another close fight, but another victory. We lost some crew, but we didn't lose a ship. It's great. I'm really, really relieved that, not only is it nice to turn on the CPU and get it, operating more, but I'm also glad that it turns out to have been an actual excuse for my really poor performance in the ship battles earlier on, and not just something I was telling myself to make me feel better. Oh, Kunk, you're breaking my heart. Try to course for home. Throw in a save. Fuel up. And I guess we got to see what we can do about these Kunk. We've run out of bullshit options. For you know, we tried the moon is bad. We tried the Ouija board said it was bad. They're not going to listen to Wibble New Zealand. Welcome. Yes, I am aware that it exists, and it's something I'll probably want to check out someday. Another Salandra. Wait. Whew. I was about to say, I really should have recrewed my Earthling cruisers. No time like the present. So yeah, I'm aware to a degree of this Ur-Quan Masters remake. I think it does something like, it sort of takes elements from the different versions, like gets some stuff from the 3DO version, and kind of brings it all together in a nice package. But tell me more about it if my capsule description was off there. Okay. Is there any point in conversing? I mean, there's obviously not. I feel bad because they did say that they were coming in peace, but that was a very bad. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Captain Solo. That went terribly for the good guys. All right. I don't actually want to. Okay, I have to win now because I do not want to load a save, and I will not let Fwifo be killed. I love Fwifo, just like everybody, as far as I can tell. I don't think there's been a single person who showed up in the chat since I started playing this game that has said, like, man, Fwifo. What an annoying character. I didn't get emotionally attached to Fwifo within like 5 seconds of meeting him. Oh, are you energized now? Come closer, idiot. Who's the idiot? Misaimed my butt muscles. Butt missiles. Okay. It is the 3DO version. What an interesting version to have made. Like, was there ever... I can't remember a time in the 90s where it ever seemed like the 3DO was going to not fail miserably. Oh, no, no, no! This is not going well for me at all. Yeah, I have become aware that there's a voice-acted version, and that does sound appealing to me. Although, frankly, the writing is strong enough, and the font's fun enough. Oh, Fwifo is definitely annoying. I certainly didn't want to give the impression that I would like not get frustrated with the little dude frequently if I was hanging out with him in real life. But it is in a very endearing way. Fight is not going well. I guess every time I've actually had Fwifo. Hail, Stimpinski! Happy New Year! Oh no, don't do this to me. Don't make me load again. Well, I'm doing a little bit better this time around. Oh no, now he's back. This is a familiar situation for Fwifo at least. Piloting the ship literally by himself. He does? I did not interpret that correctly. I met the Syreen today by the pure coincidence of being like, ooh, there's a Beetlejuice star system. We gotta load. Ouch. Well, I did that to myself. Fine. Adama, get revenge in this timeline for Fwifo. Fwifo's not really dead. Right, bug squirt. I remember that now. Wibble. And that... Man, not my moment. Stimpinski, I had been... You'll just have to trust me or watch the replay later. But I had been doing much better in the space combat because I learned the extremely simple process of adjusting cycles, the CPU cycles in the DOSBox emulator. Did I... And so the battles are a lot more manageable. It's also way easier to steer all versions of the ship, including the planetary lander especially. I'm not constantly missing. So, alright. Yeah, I did it. Totally messed up. So that's a shame. Hello, Slugcat Life. Welcome to the chat. Stimpinski, I am definitely a board game guy, and I've heard of Wingspan. Is it a two-player like bird racing game with cards? Is that the game? Am I thinking of the right game? Because I certainly played a fair bit of a bird-themed two-player card racing game that seems like it could be called Wingspan. All right. Oh, okay. I've actually have heard of that one as well. Although it's not the one that I thought of immediately. I do not think that the name of... Okay. We're going to do it. We're going to get out of this hellish Ur-Quan space. Yes, I mean, like, it's turn-based, so it's not racing in the literal sense. But the theme of the game is that the birds are doing this kind of race. I don't remember enough about it at all. It just came to mind when you said Wingspan. Yeah, bird breeding, also fun. So it's just kind of like deck buildy kind of mechanics. And Wibble, that's unfortunate. I gotta say, combat speed too fast is not something I want to go back to now that I'm finally playing at a bearable pace of combat that I can handle. I can't go back. Even if the voice acting especially would be interesting. Because the dialogue is brilliantly written in this game. And the aliens all certainly have a lot of personality. Alright, gotta add this. Anyway, Wingspan. It's going on the list of things that I will read about tomorrow morning. I didn't get any kind of relaxing holiday. It was a crazy hectic holiday. But I am taking tomorrow and Sunday to... I've given myself the excuse that if I don't get any work done on the weekend to prep for the coming turn. Playing birds, laying eggs, collect food, fulfill quests. Cool. I mean, I need new games. I need some new board games in my life. So that might be worth looking into. Because, I mean, it sounds fun. And like 2 to 5 player, that's a good range of possibilities. Ooh. Cool. Alright. What's on the list? Beelus Toad, Splintermond, Trials of Fire, Deck Builder. Looking into the remixes for start... Ah, yes. Wibble. Someone last week, I was chatting with someone who was telling me about the various remix music packs that... Yeah, Titmos is both a very silly name, obviously. Walrus Dudes, hello! Welcome to the stream. Alright, Do I want to do another? Have I done Beta Valorum already? Let me check the search log. Yes. There's nothing much here. So, we are going to save. Because I messed up this journey home previously. Anyway, titmouse, very funny name for a bird to begin with. Added funniness when you throw in that, it's a bird, not a mouse. Was that the best? Was that the most descriptive name you could come up for this bird? To call it just a different thing that it's not? And then, tufted is a great adjective. Tufted titmouse. You get the alliteration. No, that comes together very well. That's a good, silly bird name. Walrus dudes, tell me about yourself. How's your new year? Are you familiar? What's your level of familiarity with Star Control 2? I would say that the audience I've cultivated thus far has by and large known a lot more about this game than I, and been more familiar with it. And then a small percentage of people have chatted with me, never encountered it. Walrus dudes, this is my first time. I wanted to for a long time. I read about this in the late 90s on some website that was just doing retrospectives on classic PC games of the late 80s, early 90s. And I thought it sounded so cool. And then I never came across it. I didn't have a lot of money to be buying games back then. And then I picked it up recently, and here I am. And one credit to it. Stempinski, that's incredibly responsible. Getting your tax... How do you get your tax return done? I mean, I guess your employer, or are you self-employed? I don't know. I've no... Things are probably just different where you are. My employer is not going to give me my T4 information until late February, early March, at which point the winter semester is in full blast. So I'm always just frantically doing my taxes very late in the day, in late March, early April. But no, that's incredibly productive, Stempinski. I emptied all the waste paper baskets. So that was a little bit of productivity. Oh, okay. Okay. There, that makes sense. That fills in all the blanks. I was just thinking about for 2020, that'd be impressive that your employer got the information, or however the information comes to you if you're self-employed or whatever. And then to get it all filled out. But no, congratulations on being ahead of the curve there. All right. So we lost the full, because I had loaded all the way up till the ship was full with almost all precious and radioactives. But then got dead. Oh, wow. Yeah, our government not nearly so forgiving. You get until April 16th. And then they charge you a late fee almost immediately. 1 year they held my payment for no reason. I paid my tax balance, and they held it until the day after the deadline, and then they charged me a massive late fee because it's based on a percentage of your unpaid taxes, and they just held on to thousands of dollars that I sent them. It was not cool. The thing that bugs me the most is that the government has all of this information. Oh, you've got news. Oh, have they? Yep. That tracks with what I've been up to. Unification, baby. Yeah, I don't want to brag, but I went deep into Ur-Quan space for that. Thanks, Commander. Felt like I was doing a fine job. Yeah, the government has all our tax information, so it's annoying to me that we have to fill the returns out at all. It seems like a good government solution would be to send everybody a filled out tax return that just takes all the basic deductions or whatever, and then say, if you have some kind of, rent, whatever fancy shit you're doing to get deductions, or even just your charitable deductions or whatever, amend this and send it back. Otherwise, this is the end. Just pay it or accept the refund. I'm inclined to say that like H&R Block and accountants generally are probably a lobby that would advocate strongly against that. Very good. Res units. Oh, we're keeping it blazing, Commander. Okay. Do not need him to repeat his bulletin of telling me that I did the thing I did. Okay. Here we are. Back home. A lot of stress in my heart right now about the punk. But first, let's crew back up. Done. Let's expand our fleet with the Zoq-Fot-Pik. Oh, it's just Zoq-Fot. The Pik are not involved in the construction of this Stinger vessel. Let's have a couple. Why not? Why not? Look at that fleet. And we'll even give them a crew. Okay. I mean, only 10. They're fragile, not unlike the Kunk. FWIFO remains, besides the returner itself, our strongest thing. Now let's fuel up. Then I'm going to pop the manual open, and we have too many res units to not be making some upgrades here. Perhaps especially to the turning speed of the ship, which had become bearable under the previous overclocked CPU emulator deal. But now it sucks again. Okay, gotta get the Star Control menu open. Manual open. I already had it open. That helps. And now, to the table of contents. One sec, folks. Okay. Chrome. Ship commands. No, that's not what I need. Manifest. Game options. Star base. Outfitting your flagship. Page 48. I acknowledge this is something I should do not on the air, so I apologize. Not create content. Okay. Outfitting the flagship. Here we are. Turn rate. The flagship schematic also lists the following characteristics. Yes, it does. Turning rate is 13. I certainly want that to be higher. Yeah, okay. Ship speed. Straightforward. Speed, bum, fuel, enhancement modules. Thruster, attitude, lander, multifunction. Yeah. Altitude models. Modules. Okay. Okay. I don't know that I actually learned anything from reading that section that I didn't already know. And I don't know that I learned any of the things that I need to know. But here's one thing I do know. We need more turning jets. And we don't have room for many more. So we'll just install those. It's done. Probably not a bad idea to add another fuel tank. We'll fuel up in a moment. Okay. A dynamo unit. What if I just search in the menu for dynamo? Will it tell me? What does it do? Search in the PDF. In the manual. Dynamo. They supply raw energy. Augment the combat batteries. Okay, that's good to know. Gun racks. Let me shoot in multiple directions. Makes sense. It's a fusion blaster. It's not going to tell me. I mean, it sounds like a weapon. Okay. Well, Unless someone in the chat has some kind of recommendation, I think I will add a fusion blaster to the ship. Oh, that's gonna cost like all my remaining money. Or not all of it, but a lot of it. How about just a gun? Let's put a gun. Okay. I'll take that advice. Moving. I mean, that's how I played Dark Souls, a completely unrelated game that doesn't map to this at all. Prioritize being quick so I don't get hit. If you're not getting hit, and it's pretty unambiguous what max thrusters means. Just put thrusters in until you filled your space. Okay. So a dynamo unit makes my batteries recharge faster. Yeah. Sure. Or maybe not recharge faster, but larger overall capacity. That's not a bad thing to have. Can't buy any of those things now. I think this is a good. I feel comfortable having a little buffer in the resource units, just in case an expedition goes wildly wrong, but I also mess up and save. Oh, Wibble. That's super helpful. I guess it would be weird, right, if they were doing the standard RPG 50% refund for when we're just talking about raw resource units. Just take all the pieces apart. Put it back together. Okay, now we need a lot more fuel, too. So I guess also a good reason that I save some money for now. And then, now that I know that, next time I score some good cash, I can experiment a little with the things that I do not understand. You want to talk about it? Probably won't be surprised to hear this, Stimpinski, based on the small amount of wizardry description you've heard from me. But in wizardry, when you find items in the dungeon, you can't sell them until they're identified, but it costs just as much to identify them as it does to sell them. So for a long time, I was like, I don't see how you're ever supposed to make money with this. Turns out there's one special class that you can have that can identify items. So now I have Flugel the Bishop, who never goes any more than one square into the dungeon where he stands so the other characters can hand him their items and he can identify them. Because there's just there's no economic case to be made. Thanks for stopping by, Walrus dudes. And I'll still be here. I don't know how much longer, because it is my night to cook supper, and it is approaching. It's 4:20 right now in my time zone. So, but I'm also here every weekend. Probably not tomorrow. I might have to cancel tomorrow's stream. Day got packed with last minute holiday socializing. But yeah, this wizardry, Stimpinski, it's cruel. One very nice thing happened, which is that I found an item that it's a cursed item. So if you equip it, it's actually bad, and yet you can sell it once you have your bishop identify it for 250,000 gold pieces. So now, at least when all my people get killed, which happens a lot, I can afford to try to revive them. I'm playing Wizardry 1, the original. Like, I mean, not literally the original because it's the DOS port, but Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. Yeah, it's right now my main party is stranded forever. Well, not forever. But they're stranded on the 7th level because I very stupidly, I finished mapping the 6th level, and then I thought, let's just take the stairs down to the 7th level and explore that way. Because there's also an elevator that is in the same spot on every floor for floors 4 through 9. And I should have kept with my strategy of using the elevator so I knew where I was setting out from. And I knew how to get back to it. But I took the stairs instead. And the stairs, in this case, on the 7th floor, turn out to go down into a room that has one door out, and that's a one-way door. So you go through that door, and now it's gone behind you, and now you have to either find, I assume there's another one-way door somewhere else in the dungeon to get back into the stairs room, or you gotta find that elevator. So I was like, okay, well, the elevator's always in the same place. I'm gonna try to find the elevator. And I set out to find the elevator, and I'm mapping the place very slowly. I got in a fight with some enemies called Medusa lizards. I fought these Medusa lizards many times, and I thought to myself, it's really strange in a game as cruel and unforgiving as Wizardry that I keep on fighting these Medusa lizards, and they get hits on me, and they do a little bit of damage, and that's it. You would think the Medusa lizards would turn you to stone. That's what I thought. And here on the 7th floor, stranded, I learned that in fact they do. I was just having good luck, which is rare in Wizardry. And now I had bad luck. Okay, what are we going to do about these Pekunk? We got to try once more to stop them. Let's head for Beta Ptolemy and see if we meet them on the way. Oh, before we go, let's trying to save the Pekunk again. Saved. So, now my fighters turn to stone. I'm like, oh geez, this is getting bad. This is getting bad. But we still have 5 powerful characters. We've got most of our spell slots because I hadn't fought a lot on the 6th floor while I finished mapping it up. I thought it's going to be okay. We're gonna find our way. So I kept on wandering. And then, dun dun dun, I got into a very long hallway. Started walking in this long hallway, and eventually, as I'm mapping on my graph paper here, I realized this hallway is so long, it's clearly a wraparound hallway. Like it's going to go all the way to the northmost point of the dungeon and then come out the southmost point. And so I thought, all right, I'm just going to zip down the hall, get back to where I started, and then I can go back through and map where the doors were. No, of course. There's a teleporter somewhere in this long hallway that teleports you in another long hallway, so your view doesn't change when you teleport, so you think you're in the same hallway. And then there's a pit. And pit traps in Wizardry 1 do what, as far as I can tell, is some kind of crazy random amount of damage. It must be some nutty amount of like D12s or something, because sometimes it's like, oh, everybody took like 4 to 10 damage. But the Zanga got Zanga, my priest, got hit hard or something. This time the pit instantly, from full health, killed both my wizard and my samurai. And those are the two that I have. Oh, let's cut the engines here. Whoops. Navigate. And I see I will finish my own wizardry story and then actually respond to what you're saying, Staminsky. Please don't. I don't think it's going to work. Okay, so yeah. So with the mage and the samurai, a fighter who can cast mage spells, both dead, I can't cast the spell that tells me where I am. I know I got teleported. So I stopped. That party is just stranded down there. And then I'm training up a rescue party right now who can currently survive on level 4. Alright, so Topinski, you said that in Wizardry 7, it's random if you get +1 to a useless attribute or +1 to all of them. I'm gonna get another what the fuck out of you, I think, with this. In Wizardry 1, and as far as I understand, this is Wizardry 1 through 5 because they're all the same engine. Wizardry 1, every level up for every attribute, you have a chance of it going up, not changing, or going down, and it's random. Like it's not based on your class and like, you know, your fighter's gonna probably lose IQ. No. My fighters lose strength constantly when they're leveling up. It's maddening. Makes no sense at all. Yeah. Frustrating stuff. And just like in Wizardry 7, if you want the good classes, you need the stats to go up to meet the requirements. Like, yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to have a lord in my party, because none of my fighters can even get their strength into a good place, let alone their piety. Okay. I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to tell them. The trip is fruitless. You will get yourself killed. You're killing me. Here comes another one. Oh. You would have to do pure save scumming too, because wizardry is constantly writing your characters to disk. So you would need to go into the files and find your character files and have copy backups. Because as soon as anything happens, it's happened. I think the only thing that I think you can trick it, I think it doesn't write until the end of a combat. So you can bail out of a combat if your characters get killed and like load it back up and they'll be standing. Yeah, my understanding is starting with 6, even though the games remain very hard, they are a lot kinder. Which is nice. Alright, should I try to learn a new ship? Should I? Nah. Can't go worse for an Earthling cruiser than for the Slilandro to spawn close to it. We got a couple good hits. Sorry, Captain Adama. Captain Solo. That's more like it. That did not go well, but we won. Best wishes to the Adama family. We're sorry. We just thought it was more Pekunk. Or we wouldn't have stumbled into that battle and got your loved ones killed. Okay. I just don't know that I can do anything to help the Pekunk. And I think I might just be out of time for them. I might just have to hope that this goes better than I'm expecting it to. Which I do not think it will. Can I go ahead to the... The Yehat don't want to hear from me. You know what? At the moment, I'm going to sidetrack myself for a second here. Look at those coordinates that the Slilandro gave up. 682.9. Okay, close enough. Good enough for government work. And then 106.8. It does not look like there's a star system there. Was it lying? Is there something there? Who knows? What's this pretty star? So far away. Beta Array. Alpha Array. Okay. Okay. What am I going to do? Can I help these? How do you help someone who doesn't want to help themselves? Well, let's go to the Yehat and see if anything can be caused to happen there. Where are the Yehat? Serpentis constellation, of course. And which one specifically did I meet them on? Scrolling up here. Oh, you fool. I didn't put it in my ship log. That was dumb. Okay, well, that's fine. Serpentis obviously is around here. Let's go to Theta Serpentis. We can probably beat the Pekunk there. I don't know. Might just have to wind up having to take the L on this. Unless, oh, I think this is a Pekunk. Let's find out if It is. Yeah, I know. I know. I've tried the home invasion dialogue before and it didn't work. What if a little reverse psychology? No. Okay. This is going to be the Salandro again, isn't it? No. Okay. My only other hope here, what if when I've exhausted all the dialogue options? '99th plus a tad. Good for you. You're killing me, man. Alright. Goodbye. If this is one more punk, we'll find out if a new dialogue option emerges from the frustration of all the other ones not working. Or it'll be the Salandro and we need to fight for our life. No. Alright. There's nothing we can do, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not optimistic. I received Wizardry 8 as a Christmas gift from a friend. So definitely gonna be checking that out at some point. But I've heard that Wizardry 7 is also quite good, and I know that it's a story through the three of them. So 6, 7, 8 are like a trilogy. You can import your characters. They have multiple endings. Actually changes the start of the new game based on what you did in the last one. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have the stomach for that or if I'll just dive into 8. I did find like I'm really enjoying 1. I can't imagine I'm going to do 2 or 3 with the no native or built-in character creation. You need to create your characters in Wizardry, level them up there, and import them. Nonsense. Then the 6th one I think is just really ugly. I like the wireframe graphics better than the everything is a brick wall, even though we're going to pretend that it's something else. Okay. Oh. Oh, good. Nice to see you, Slolandro. All right. Let's see. Let's find out what a Zoq-Fot-Pik stinger is like. Oh. Okay. Okay. I think had I done something sensible like what I'm going to do now, read the entry about the Zoq-Fot-Pik. Flimsy ship, its main weapon is a spray of minute antimatter particles that annihilate a tiny portion of the ship's hull, releasing whatever. Their special power is a point-blank range attack. Should the stinger maneuver adjacent to an enemy ship vessel, it can quickly extend a rigid alloy tube from the front of the ship, similar to an insect's proboscis. If the tube strikes the enemy ship's exterior, it bores a tiny hole through the metal and injects a high-pressure stream of hot plasma into the interior of the vessel. So that's why it's called the stinger. I don't know. Let's try it. I can only imagine that the Wizardry games have some angry reviews out there. Oh dear. This fight got off to a bad start. I should not have tried to use the stinger weapon. But they pulled it off. There's only 2 crew members left. Which of the 3 is not there anymore? I don't want to think about that. They're all so cute. Alright. Well. Can we find some Yehat here at Theta Serpentis? Doesn't look promising. Let's go further in. Or Iota Serpentis. Seems like. Alright. Let's be bold. Let's go for Alpha Serpentis. Maybe we can meet the leader and shame her British, that is the sensible logic, right? The captain is always the last one on the ship. If the captain is a trio, they act as one. They live and they die together. They're like Guan Yu and Zhang Fei and Liu Bei in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. They have sworn an oath to die on the same day. An oath in the cherry tree garden. Terrific novel. And yeah. The Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Love it. Okay. 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 I might have... We should be allies. I know that. Okay. Well, this is a shame. Pains me too, buddy. Oof. Hit the planet hard. Now we're stuck in its gravity. I don't know, Wibble. I think the writing with the yeah and the yar definitely gives me I can see... I wasn't imagining a Scottish accent, but now that you say it, I can totally see it. Okay, so this is a failed expedition, I think, but... Okay, so the Yehat's gimmick is they have a shield they can put up, which is frustrating. Definitely going to have to... Yeah, that's a... I can easily imagine the shield. Ah, Fwifo. We hardly knew ye, but don't worry. This just means that we're not actually living in the official timeline. Oh. Alright. We do want more batteries. But yeah, that's incredible timing, particularly since it does not seem to really do too much to their battery. Okay, game over. I don't have a plan to save the not the Zoq-Fot-Pik. We do have a plan to save them. We've allied with them. I don't have a plan to save the Kunk. I don't know what to do. It does seem like what I need... If I'm going to get anywhere with the Yehat, I need to be able to speak to their leaders. Well, let's try once more. Because frankly, even if I spend the latter part of my playtime today just messing up and making no forward movement. Chubbawamba, that is basically the dialogue option I'm wishing it was giving me. Because they keep being like, you're a pain in us. We've got to do what the leader tells us, but and if I could just be like, well, let me talk to your leader. maybe like, you know, does she really like being a battle thrall? She's just doing what she feels like she had to. We can work something out. Life is very short. There's no time for this fussing and fighting, my friends. Okay. Can I find Alpha Serpentis in this little mess down here? Yeah. Let's try one more time. Let's go straight there, because talking to the skunk is not going to accomplish anything. It's going to get me real frustrated. I mean, it seems obvious that there's something I can do, right? Because it gives you 2 chances to buy time with the skunk. And that's presumably time to try to solve the mystery of the how to get the Yehat back on the side of the good guys, but it's not promising. I should have probably the first time I encountered. Well, there's no getting rid of this fight. Okay. Why you gotta lie? Okay, so I'm gonna take this dialogue option again just to double check that I have the stats right, the coordinates right, and see what they say about them again. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see what the deal is. I need to... It's not going to work this time because I didn't write those down. But they're not the same coordinates every time because they are coordinates that presumably have where the Salandra are coming from as their 0, 0. So I need to get those coordinates, look at my own coordinates, do a little bit of math if I'm going to figure out where the Salandra are coming from. But hey, now I know that, or at least suspect that. All right, Adama, get moving. Ah, that was terrible luck that not only did Salandra make such short work of us, but it closed the gap and then happened to... I don't quite understand how the Earthling Cruiser's close-up maneuver works. Whew. Button I can press to display the last dialogue that I can press before exiting the situation. Okay. I meant to do this... I should have known I wasn't going to wind up doing it during Christmas week. I have to actually just read this manual. And because like I also know that I have some kind of fleeing ability that I can use to get away from combat, but I don't know how to do it. Or if I actually even have it. Or if it's just something that I heard about. Escape button to... Oh. That... I might have deduced that had I put a little more effort in. Because it makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Wibble. Now I do not want to fight you, my friends. So I'm taking manual control of the ship. Whoop. Oh, come on. Okay. Fleet ship leaves combat. The flagship leaves the counter altogether and uses 5 fuel. That is not so bad. Fuel consumption. Okay. So, what if this... The problem, of course, is that the Yehat are also surrounding the planets, right? Let's find out if they live on these moons. I guess while we're here, we should collect the resources. An infrared world. Oh, it's got nothing. And this is a gas giant, so I don't know why I'm Time and time again, I think, ooh, this planet's really big. I wonder what... It's a gas giant. Noble gases, but not really a lot of noble gases. And whatever. This is not a resource mission. This is a desperate diplomacy mission. Well, the other planet is where I end up getting attacked by the Yehat. But if I can get past them, is that the home world? I'm just going on the assumption that their home world will be located in the Alpha system. There's no reason that has to be true, though. It's a gas giant, and yet... The heart wants what it wants. And my heart just wants to fly up to the gas giants and then go, oh, right. It's a gas giant. Alright. Well, yeah. It's not a resource mission, but kind of hard to say no to that many radioactives on a nice, safe little planet like this. So let's get down there. Slurp them on up. This is calling back to something from much earlier in the stream, but with the I had the conversation with the Black Ur-Quan, whose official name I've blanked on, but it's not canon because they wound up killing me. But learned a bit about their backstory, and they seem to have, in their original sort of setup, have known the Melnorm. They had a slightly different sounding name for them, but it sounded very similar, and they called them One-Eyed, and the Melnorms kind of seem one-eyed. And then they're like, we know not what happened to them. But if it is true that those were the Melnorm, are the Melnorm just really, really good at staying off the Ur-Quan radar, like, while running an intergalactic trading business? I don't know. I mean, if all this, if this is true at all, it is absolutely the kind of thing that there will be an explanation for. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Maximum turning speed. It's kind of ridiculous that I had not just gone for that much earlier on, because it's super satisfying. Right. A green world. Eh. Wait. Any green people down there? Nope. Any green secret bases? Nope. Okay. I don't think that energy scanner for me has picked up anything outside of... okay. What about... So we've tried Alpha Serpentis. Let's find Beta. Delta. Eta. Zeta. You know what? Hold on. Let me read about... If the Yehat... If there's just information in here that will just tell me. Hey. Whoa. No. That was a nice thought. That it would just say where their homeworld was, since we were friends once. Epsilon Serpentis. Iota Serpentis. There's lots of Serpentis planets. Systems. Star systems, I should say. Theta. Epsilon. Gamma. You know what? Let's try Gamma. It would be nice to go in alphabetical order. And this might all be from naught. And if it is, so be it. Oh, I bet that's Beta. Just right there. Awfully close. Okay. Ah. Of course, they send someone out. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. Good. Okay. Can I make planet? This feels homeworldy. Okay. It is a sure and true thing that the alien interloper has now been warned. Kzer-Za. Okay. Alright, we gotta play this carefully. Now that I know that they're voiced with a Scottish accent, the awk seems just brilliant. No, I'm not saying I'm smarter than your damn queen. I'm perhaps more honorable. Just gonna throw that out there. Okay. Yeah, what's happened to you? Awk, both it works as a pterodactyl scream, and obviously they look like pterodactyls, pteranodons, but then it also Yeah, I know all that. I know that simple thing. I'm just. Could we broker a deal where you don't kill the skunk and then I get out of here? Come on. Yeah, well, you should. Oh! Traitors, you say? Alright. Well, this one might not. This particular expedition might not work out, but if there are traitor captains, who knows? I am hearing your words. Yeah, I don't see any shield around me, buddy. Traveling through space. Well, this isn't going to go well for the good guys, I don't think. Especially since I forgot to crew solo back up. But let's get a little more experience in. A very little more experience. What's the technique? Who knows? Oof. Nice shot, buddy. Nope. I didn't have a plan. And it really showed in the results there. Oof. Oh, we landed a single hit that was entirely due to the luck of one of those missiles homing around it. Yikes. Okay, let's just get the returner in there and get killed. Or not. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can't win this one. Because there's a lot more of them than there are of us. Yeah. Well, let's find out what escaping is like. It's like getting killed while you reach up to press the escape key. Or is it... Am I supposed to press escape in the ship select? No. No, because you said it. If there's a difference for a fleet ship and a flagship. Okay, well... But if there are traitor Yehats... Oh, Wibble, I have no doubt that the voice acting plays it to the hilt. Yeah, that Terminator... Yeah. Well, that's good to know. Learning. Just important. All right. So let's check out some of the... I'm going to make one last effort here before I accept that I just don't have the skills to save the Pekunk. Now we're just going to need to find out what happens. It's just... I really don't see the Pekunk being persuaded to listen to reason and not get killed. But I'll be back when I load the save. Alright. Soaring through the depths of space once again. Seeing if we can find any of these traitor Yehat captains. Garlic, not in the version I'm playing, but there is a voice acted version that I guess they added it when they did a 3DO port, and then the Star Control, the Ur-Quan Masters sort of remake that people are often telling me about incorporates it as well. Well, there's a ship chasing us. Yeah, like I might have to, when I'm done with this, just go... No, I'm too curious. Who's this chasing us? It doesn't seem like a Salandro because it's catching us. Oh, wait, but I upgraded my ship a bunch. Am I just faster than the Salandro now? Yes. Let's do the thing that I was saying I can do. Okay, I just need some scrap paper here. Alright. Perhaps I will, Wibble. So, Wibble, would I be correctly interpreting what you're saying to mean that this is the kind of game where you can get like to a failure state where the campaign cannot be completed? .343.4, 085.6. Talk to me. All right. Using pen and paper here. Okay. No idea if this is actually something if there's any reverse engineering to be done here, but I'm gonna try it at some point. Whew. I don't entirely understand the self-defense, the like alternate that the... I can live with that if it happens. I hope it doesn't, but I can live with it. Because, yeah, it does feel like it's a very, you know, things happen on a schedule, and... like, I'm 100% sure there's something I could do to stop Pekunk from this suicide mission, but I'm not confident I'm going to be able to. Now, that might only cost me the ability to build more Pekunk ships that I'm terrible at piloting and that die very easily, but who knows? I mean, lots of people know, just not me. Yeah, I guess when I say that I don't quite understand it, it's more just just the exact range. Because sometimes I feel like I'm close enough and I hit it and they don't take the damage. But the fact that I'm using it at all is a good sign. Because I was not successfully doing that before. Oops. Blown my chart by coming back to the map. That's okay. Iota, Serpentis, we're checking you out. Ah. Yeah, I could tell the range was short. But I didn't even think about the fact that I was thinking that it was like an invisible force. But if it's just faintly visible, but I'm missing it because of the situation. That would make sense. I don't know that this Iota Serpentis is going to do anything for me in terms of helping me find renegade captains. Ooh. Do love an ooh light world. Nice and gentle. Plenty of rare earths down there. The cell phone batteries of the United Federation of Worlds. Ah. I'll keep my eyes peeled next time. Every little bit of information that I'm able to gather makes me that much wiser. Zipping around. Got the minerals. No casualties. Feels good. Erbium. Yeah. Hold on a sec. Atomic number 68. It's a silvery white solid metal when artificially isolated. But naturally, it's only ever found in chemical combinations with other elements. Neat. Now we know. This is not Oolite. This is an Yttric world. Yttric. Tectonics are not great. Nothing's living down there. Not a super rich haul, but I will bail quickly if things start going real bad for the people who are alive in my crew who I sent down into danger to tectonic hazards. How am I doing for time here? Oh, it's past 5 p.m. now. It's swept up. Oh, it's fine. We had a late lunch. I'm on the hook though for supper, so I do gotta start thinking about wrapping up. All right, full load, no casualties. No need to tempt fate just for a bunch of base metals. Okay. Well, let's try another Serpentis planet. Star system, I should say. Ada. Perhaps Ada. Or, what about this Capella? What if the rebel captains are right on the edge of Yehat space? Or what if those were them? Well, it's too late now. Ah, the Capella star system. A little wordplay. It's a, sleepy New Year's Day wordplay. Can't bring out the big guns. Ooh. Oh, the weather on this particular Oolite planet is terrible. No. Sorry. I loves my crew too much. I had to send them into that. Oh, now I wish we'd met up with the dude near Iota Serpentis. Maybe he was one of these trader captains. Or maybe they're lurking around this one. Who knows? We'll keep trying. We'll see what we can do. Huh. It's a noble world, but oh, its atmosphere is a vacuum. No atmosphere means no noble gases to collect. Fair. Okay. Theta? No, back to Iota. I just have a feeling. I don't really have a feeling. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I'm going to succeed in what I'm trying to do. But maybe. You never know. No, just dudes, come on. Don't make this worse than it needs to be. Unless some of you are the trader captains. Are you a trader? If you're a trader. Oh. It's you. Fine. Accelerate, you lousy ship. That went atrociously. That was not my A game. It's not like my A game is even particularly good. But that was like my C game. The extreme talent of... Oh my goodness. I'm not sure. Oh, I see. I got caught by an asteroid going at extremely high speeds. Well, whatever. The AI is really, really good at playing the game. They have terrific aim. They're good at anticipating the arc of your momentum and like where you're going to be. When they're the Yehat, they have ace timing with that shield. It's they're not taking it easy on you at any point. And like extreme defensive maneuvers. Even like these robot probes that you would think, well, I guess since their mission involves they need to be harvesting all these resources. Yeah, the combat's a lot of fun, but it is just like, it is good that you don't get too progress gated by your fighting ability. Cool, it took forever and we lost a lot of crew, but we got it done. And this will be the Yehat. And it's not going to be a trader. It's all going to go wrong. Yeah. Okay. It is what it is. Let's just take this as an opportunity to pilot some ships and have a little fun before being swiftly destroyed by a superior foe. Oof. Polly took a hard bonk there. Oh, is that kind of the... Is that good Kunk battle strategy? Just rotate madly while fire... Oh, I forgot manual recharging. Also, I bumped the planet. Bumping asteroids never damages your ship. But bumping the planet itself is always, even if you're going very slow, harms you. Strange physics. Okay, that's totally the way to use this gun. Although... Ha! Hooray! Good for you, Polly. Let's see if you can land a single hit before you're killed again. I don't understand why the Pekunk voice spews insults when you use their... There, we got a couple hits in. Ha! And we're still alive! Ha ha! Polly, the invincible. Well, to a degree. All right. Just do something to wrap this up. And then it might be a good time to shut down. For whatever reason, they just go into suicide mode. I mean, I guess they're fierce warriors. They know they're overmatched technologically by the precursor, so they just... Anyway, it worked there. Okay. They badly don't want to become Gandhi. And just firing off nuclear missiles like mad at every opportunity. Okay, well, yeah, 5:15 here. I think it is about time. Solid, almost 3-hour stream. It's not bad. Yeah, thanks everyone who tuned out. Garlic tuned in, stopped by. Really nice to chat with you, Wibble, for the first time. I do hope you come back. What I usually do is I play games on both of the weekend days, and I've been doing Star Control 2 lately. Probably gonna have to cancel tomorrow because social plans are colliding. But then I'm back to it, and oh, happy camper! Well, thank you for showing up, and I will be back. Like, there's more to come on weekends to come, but yeah, I'm also gonna start. Yes, hello and goodbye. It was nice to meet you and bid you farewell. Happy camper. I'm also going to start Ultima 6 sometime soon. If you like professional wrestling at all, on Thursdays, me and my buddy Greg play Fire Pro Wrestling World. And then when I can wrangle a crew, play Gloomhaven on Friday nights. So that's most of what we do here. But I'll be back with more Star Control next weekend. And possibly Ultima 6 next weekend, or possibly not. Thank you all for stopping by. It's always fun. New year off to a great start. And it's all to the moon from here, baby. Okay. Well, as I've often said, till the next time our paths cross, till the celestial bodies come into alignment, to use a little Pekunkism there, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.